Alright. So, we can build a moonshine still, or let's just build a stove, because we'll need that tomorrow to cook food. So, the food is another thing that will be a problem. There's 3 types of food. There is raw meat, and there's vegetables, as well as there's canned food. So, every 2 days, I believe you will gain a status of being hungry. You go from hungry to very hungry to, I guess, like starving or something. I never went through past that because I generally just steal my way through. Let's see if I can upgrade this. No, I can't. I need more materials. Alright, so let's just make him sit down and just think about stuff. So while we're waiting for things to happen, let's just talk about food. If you want to make food, you need water and a stove, as well as fuel. So you can make a 1-serving cooked food from raw food or raw meat. I guess it looks like a meat because there's bone in the middle. And you need clean water, as well as fuel. To make 2 serving, you need 1 vegetable and 1 raw food. So it's always better to have this cooked instead of having 1 of these, because first of all, you only need 2 more waters, which will save you some water. And once you upgrade your stove, you only need 1 fuel, even cooking 2 serving. So that is the basic of cooking food. Canned food don't need to be cooked, so they're the best. They are equal to 1 serving. So you can find 4 of these, or sorry, 3 of these, and that's good for 1 meals. And they only eat 1 meal a day, so I guess that's pretty cool. They eat 1 meals per day, and they don't have to eat it other day. So I guess in real life they don't work that way, but in this game they do. Right? And they also are slightly wounded. I think that's it, slightly sick. And these can be recovered using medicines. So medicines and bandages are how you fix up the guys when they get battle wounds. So let's, oh shit, he's awake. I guess you can go to sleep now, and you can sit down in the chair. So medicines and bandages will heal sickness and wounds respectively, and then there is some homemade meds which I feel like they're like the oddballs wild card for healing a sickness. I don't know why they have this, because people get wounded more often because of just getting themselves killed out there and defending the house. They need more way to fix up people other than bandages, which you will need a lot if you're not prepared in defending your house. There is a temperature gauge, which it's going to drop in winter, and your guys will get sick and will get frozen to death. Will get freeze to death, not frozen. When you're frozen, you're dead. You get freeze to death. So you need to prepare that later on. Luckily, it's an okay temperature. We don't need to worry about it. It's 16 degrees. You will get sick very, very rarely, like Marco did, but it's a good temperature. We don't need a heater yet. So there is no RNG event today. There's no random event, so we're just gonna end our day. They usually come on the bottom half of the clock. So now we can have more places to visit, but we're just gonna go back to the same place. Same plan. The cook's gonna sleep. Plus he's wounded, and Pav's gonna be guarding the house, and we're gonna be scavenging with Marco to see what we can bring back tonight. Alright, so we'll need food, because obviously we need to cook food, and we'll need to update a stove, so we'll need to bring in, I guess, some materials. So look at that. Waters and food. So sugars will make you beer, or in this case, moonshine, but we don't need them yet. What we need right now is materials and water, because water is going to help us make food. There is a lot of way to make water. Well, actually only 2 ways. And then we're going to get these high value stuff, which you can use to trade and stuff later on for things we need. There is going to be a Franco, who's going to come every now and then to give us, or not give us supply, trade us supply, so that we can continue to survive. Alright, so doing pretty good here. We don't need bullets right now. We don't even have a gun. Next day I'm going to talk about the material and stuff, what they do, and what's their general purpose, so that everybody have an understanding of what I'm doing here. Alright, so we don't need one water, and we don't need one food. I guess I'll take the one food. Herbs, that's for smoker. Let's get rid of that. We need parts. I think that's pretty good. Let's go in there and see if there's anything we can stack up. The good thing about this game is that everything has stacks a certain way, except for a few items, so you definitely want to check out everything, see if everything stacks up to save your trip back and forth in this place. Okay. I definitely want a diamond. I want a diamond because I think... Yeah, let's take the herb out and get the diamond. I think Franco's going to come tomorrow. And we'll need to trade some goods with our friendly neighbor merchant. Alright. Marco is back. If you don't get out in time of the night, then your character will come back in the middle of the day, which means he's going to have less time to do things at home. And most importantly, he can actually be killed or wounded. I have actually never seen him get killed, but he did get wounded one time trying to get back home late. Alright, a lot of good stuff. And the night was calm. So Bruno's still sleeping because he's still wounded, but he got to get his ass up to cook for us. So that's unfortunate. Marco is going to sleep at his own bed. I don't know why Bruno's taking over that bed. Alright, let's see if we can upgrade these. Yes! Alright, let's upgrade that. You can use some rest. The bed's right next to you, sir. You just need to go and lay down. And let the cook do his thing. Alright, let's look at the our things. So this is the... I guess this menu is where the time is paused. So let's see. That's 20... I think that's going to stay at 7:20 a.m. for now. Now, we don't have everything here. We just have some. But we have the two really important pieces right here. I'm just going to tell you the two major important pieces of construction is the components and the wood. Or in this case, I always call them planks because they're already cut. Wood is kind of like, you know, just logs, you know, in cylinders. But anyway, this too is the most important building blocks of majority of the buildings, or sorry, the blueprints of items or stations that you will build in this game, as well as items will require components and wood sometime. And then you have the equipments here which you build. You don't use lockpick that much because you can break down all kind of doors. The reason why you use lockpick is because you can do it quietly, which I don't do at all. So I'm going to trade these away, and I always go loud in breaking doors because I want to know that, you know, show them who's coming, you know, who's boss. Get out of the way. Books is the only way to keep morale up for people who have no desire of being a smoker or a coffee drinker, so they don't need coffee or cigarettes. So you can see right now we have no cigarettes right here, and well, I think Bruno's pretty sad about it, but you know, he can suck a fat one right now because we don't have luxury to make any smoke for him. And obviously water is they don't drink water. That's one of the many things that I feel this is stupid, is they don't drink any water. They only use water to cook stuff. I guess they take all the water intakes from the stove or from their food, which is kind of weird. All right, let's make 3 meals. We'll need 3 fuel, so we'll chop up 3 wood for the 3 fuel. And you can do it with 4 components or 1 book, but you should never do it with components because it's really bad trade. It's 4 components for 1 fuel, and I think that's a really asking for. I think 2 components is probably worth, you know, the trade, but not 4. And then books is more valuable than you think later on. Like Pav, they don't, and Marco doesn't have any traits. They don't smoke or they don't drink coffee, so the only way they can calm themselves down killing people, from doing things like stealing from the poor, and, you know, getting their sins erased. It's not from donating to the church, because the church doesn't exist anymore. It's from reading books in this, you know, in a quiet place. All right, Bruno is fed. Marco, you still tired? All right, let's see what else can we build here. The next thing I want to do is to upgrade the workshop so we can build defenses, such as boarding up our house, and we'll need parts. So parts are little gears, which you'll need to build some of the more complicated, I guess, stations, or I guess objects of the house. I don't even know how to call it. Darn, there's no smokes left. Whatever. Come on, man. Give me a break. And so now we're waiting for somebody to come. Oh, I don't want to wake you up. Sorry, Marco. Get back to sleep. Go back to sleep. You guys go eat at night. And Bruno's gonna wait outdoor here. He's gonna greet whoever's gonna come. He's just like the fucking butler right now. Oh! Av's finished resting. He can go get his meal. You know, there's a lot of area. Like, what do you think these are used to be? Like fucking holding cells? You know, this little tiny room. What the hell do you think this is? Right? Really weird. All right, Bruno. I think you're sick. So did I just move fucking Marco again? No, he just got up because he's fucking awake. He can has his meal. Get his meal. Alright, Pat's gonna sit down and enjoy it. I don't know what the fuck's gonna enjoy. Staring out to space. And I guess we don't have nobody to come to our door today again, so that's pretty bad. I thought Franco was gonna come today. Well, that's the beauty of randomly generated stuff. It's we're fucking day 3. There's nobody at our door. All right, so I guess we're gonna end our day today because there's not much time left. They don't usually come after 3 p.m. or I think 2 p.m. I usually just say the bottom of the clock because that's generally when the events comes. All right, so we're going back to the shell cottage and get the parts that we need to build our place up, and we'll just keep doing the same thing, you know, sleep in bed and guard. We don't need any of that, any tools yet. And let's see what we can bring back today. I think we can get the moonshine up because we'll need to start brewing some merchandise for our trader Franco here. So those 30 cubes of sugar, it's gonna be a lot of booze. Actually, we need to bring back some books as well. I feel like those are pretty valuable. Oh, look, there's parts there. Weapon part, electronic. These are really important because parts will obviously help you build up some of the buildings and more complex devices. That's whatever they say. Weapon parts is going to be the one that's going to make you weapons. And electric parts are going to be the one that's going to make you something that's in the later stage of the game, which these things are rare as shit. Alright, they are rare as hell. I can't stress how rare that thing is because they don't get the merchant doesn't get any of that, so you only can pick them up, and they're really rare. They used to come in like 1s or 3s. Alright, so we're just gonna bring back things that is useful to us right now, and my priority is to bring back things that's gonna keep us going and alive, not things that's gonna need to be processed, like, you know, oh, we don't need water. 1 water, that's no way I'm gonna keep that. So what I got back home, what we're gonna bring back home is basically things that's gonna keep us alive. Is things that's with value that we can trade, and things that we can not pick up at all. So we can definitely come back another time because there is more components here to clean this place up one more time. So I will take another night over here, but we just want to stack up everything we can pick up. Ah, fuck. Okay. I guess we'll take the components. No, sorry, the parts right now because we need to build our place up. Although we only have 4 components in this run. We don't need fertilizer yet. Fertilizer is to capture animals or grow our own homemade weeds or vegetables. So they are going to be useful later on, but we can definitely use them for trading. They're not really good for trading, but you know you can trade anything. And Marco is back. Let's see what's up.